Hello. So, I have made something. I have a box full of Legos. Some are regular Legos, some are Bionicle pieces or Hero Factory pieces. But, anyways, I made this thing. So, it's supposed to be a little conceptual D&D character. I'm supposed to be the villain of the story I created in my head. So basically, in this world, technology has advanced to the point where what is flesh and what is machine can be interchangeable. People regularly go to body modification places to get prosthetic limbs and you know, uh, dead people or people who are dying, like ask for their minds to be uploaded to the cloud, things like that. But despite that, no one's really, fully committed to becoming a true machine till this guy, who is the villain of the story. He used to be a renowned scientist. He taught at colleges. He wrote many scientific papers that became groundbreaking in the scientific community. He changed a lot of people's opinions on a lot of things. He was a pioneer in his work. But that all changed when something bad happened. So, due to the melting ice caps, an ancient disease, an ancient bacterium has been released from the ice. And this bacterium, no one has any immunity for it. And what's even worse is that it seems to be very good at killing people very quickly while also remaining very undetected for a very long while. People who get it don't show symptoms until it's too late, a lot like rabies. 100% fatal. Except there is no vaccine to it. There is no medicine for it. You get it, you die. And this guy's family caught it. In addition to being very deadly, it also is very contagious. A sick person can cough on someone and they could get it too. So, his whole family died to it. They succumbed to the disease. Except for him, because he always was out working. He never spent much time with his family. And he never quite learned to appreciate them until it was too late. So then he became obsessed with trying to resurrect not just the minds, but the bodies of people. Sure, you could upload your mind to the cloud, but it's like a drop of water in the ocean. You're part of a hive mind now once you do that. Sure, you may live, but the individual you was gone. So he wanted to change that. He didn't want that. He wanted people to live forever, to not even experience death. or pain or suffering. But most importantly, he didn't want to go through what he went through again. So he then got to work. He made sure that he became immortal by using the same technology that other people use to store their minds on the cloud. He instead stored it on a private server that was isolated from the rest of the internet and was inside of a robotic body that he himself made. He made it to be around 9 feet tall with custom weapons and incredibly strong armor. All in all, this guy weighs at about 1,500 pounds, like over half as heavy as a car. And he has a weapon that is a plasma sword that is being fed its power source. It's being fed by a hose from a power source stored in his thigh. And he wears a cape for extra dramatic flair. Same with the glowing chain. So he did this to himself, so he thinks he can do it to everyone else. But the thing is that he has killed a lot of people in order to achieve this. A lot of testing was done. And he didn't want to test it on animals or anything because animals are much different from people. Their minds are much different. Even when you have an animal that is very related to humans, it's still very, very different. So he chose human test subjects. But he always rationalized this as doing this for the greater good. Sure, he's doing bad now, but all of that will be redeemed once everybody is immortal and cannot feel pain anymore. But one thing he didn't account for is that, sure, he can't feel physical pain, but he also isn't immune to emotional or mental pain. That is the one weakness that he did not account for. He has gone insane from it. And the only thing that can help him cope is by testing on humans and trying to get closer to the utopia that he envisioned, even though that will never come. Even if he succeeded in turning everyone into a robot, that won't help him. Because that isn't a good coping mechanism. He's trying to fix an external problem when really it's the internal one that he needs to focus on. But he cannot see that. He cannot see that even with his very good eye. I know the camera quality's bad, but you know. But one thing that will happen in this story is that he will be stopped by a group of heroes. Well, not a group of heroes per se, but a group of people who would become heroes, because they're the only ones who want to take action against him. So, anyway, yeah, that's my concept of a D&D villain that I made up. It would be actually fun to play a D&D campaign with this story and these characters. But I don't really have any friends to play D&D with, so, Anyways, bye.